When humanity jumped the shark. It was the year the Patriots went 19-0 that things started going poorly for humanity. This aspect of the story was not reported on. For years before this, the unimaginable had become imaginable so many times that it meant less and less to imagine anything. The export of the American lifestyle was rapid, and everyone in China started driving cars. The exact breaking point could not be pinpointed. If you asked some family, it would be the day their son or daughter stopped keeping up with the burden of each day, lost their job, and succumbed to this or that. The way a suspension bridge, if neglected, will pull at all points until some weakest point unravels its cable braid, starting a seaward cascade. Nobody knew, watching the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy, that all humans before and after had aspired to this point and would use it as reference. That all tales of myths of glory, all pomp of Rome and madcap Mongol sieges were approximations of this. That from this time on, when the present was compared with the past, there would be no forgiving vagaries of a blurred historical record to help us discount what we had once been. This time, a perfection we could not live up to ever again was captured in high definition. Sometime before, a guy named Gene Sprague jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge after walking back and forth for 90 minutes, with his hair whipping about and his life's agitations playing repeatedly on his face and in his nervous and surprisingly ungrand gestures. And he stood on a rail, facing away from the water, and tipped away from foot traffic with Christ-like arms, and 2 or 3 unscored gymnastic tumbles into an ocean that is no great fan of the Patriots, even though they were the greatest of all time. And this leap was captured as part of a feature film. The clip then was posted once or twice or so on YouTube, and people put the music they felt fit to it. This is an obscure reference, the analogy to past works being the historical or minor figure for whom a scholar would require a footnote to explain or even justify. Now, of course, the only universal of this age being the lack of all universality, and so the equivocation of everything, this reference isn't the type a scholar could explain or justify. Now, there are resources to research that make their funneling of the characters of a poem or a reference unnecessary. Only the Patriots, whom everybody knows, and Freak Boy G, whom nobody knows, remain in the common voice. And after the Patriots, there was no point in singularities, and no story could have a happy ending. Humanity held on for a while, fidgeted, looked upon Tom Brady's godlike face, and surrendered in careless spirals and collapsing bridges.